we are live on Instagram as well, pidge_official_29. So I'll be doing it on there as well. So, right guys, first of all, Graham Taylor match day. I believe midday it starts around midday, family sort of stuff. So, you know, all stuff back at the rookery. About 2 o'clock the gates open, so I'm hanging around the club shop probably before that. Trying to probably get the boys away shirt, or maybe not. Probably get it end of August. 2:45 pre-match address. So I think John Motson's going to do that, so that's going to be interesting. And then 3 p.m. kickoff with Real Sociedad, so that should be exciting. I'm in the lower grade GT. I know Moobs will be here on Sunday. He'll be talking about the game on Sunday. He's in the top left-hand side of the GT stand. So I think he's drinking on the bar, and well, you always see him propping up the bar on match days anyway. But he'll be in the upper house, so just come and say hello to him as well. Right, bookies apparently but bookies apparently have got us a 64 with Andre Gray from Burnley. Right, I know we've got our reservations, including I have, so I'll put this out. Because he's from Luton, he used to play for Luton, so that's obviously been shown. We'll show a few more of that with the Andre Gray rumours if it does happen. I think it's a load of crap that he's coming, but he's a good player. Just shame he used to play for Luton, but there you go. But that is what ongoing, that one. So we'll probably find out about that. Hi Moobs, see you on Saturday, mate, and you're on, like I say, he's on Sunday. So 8 o'clock again Sunday. Yeah, so finishing with the Andre Gray thing, that will be ongoing, so we really see what's going on with that one. Alberto Moreno, I've only just heard about this one. Personally, I think that'll be a good signing. We've said amount of times with Kieran Gibbs and Aaron Lennon, they're both ongoing ones. I haven't heard any more about that, apart from they say West Brom are looking at him. Aaron Lennon one, well, if we can, like I said, we've said before, if we keep him, if he's mentally okay, I mean, there's all reports said he's back in pre-season, he's looking good, he's looking fit, it'd be a good signing. Those ones are ongoing, but Alberto Moreno, if we get him on loan, look, you know, we know there's things about his defensive positioning, but you know, it'd be good competition for Holbass. You know, Holbass ain't world class, but he's a good defender, and Moreno going forward, depending on how Silva is going to set the stall out, I think personally it'd be a good signing. But what do you guys think? I think, like I say, I think it'd be a good signing, but like I say, once again, that's the one ongoing. Gray, if he did come along, it's another English signing, and it complements the ones from, you know, like Shalabar and Hughes. So, you know, I reckon, what do you reckon, 10 million? 10, 12 million tops? I mean, you know, he scores goals, and he's proved it in the Premier League. Okay, he's not a 20 goal a season guy, but he scores goals, and he's quick, and he's a good foil for Deeney. And as we know, the squad numbers are out, and Deeney's got his number 9 shirt. So all the thousands that have got Deeney number 9 shirts, do not panic, because he's still got his number 9. Pereira's still got 37, which is good, and I think Capu's still got 29, thank God. So I've got Pigeon 29, but Capu, from his sins, is my favourite player. Almost level with Deeney and Pereira, but Capu is my favourite player, so everyone knows that. So that's all the pleasantries out of the way. Richarlison, if you can pronounce it that way, look, correct me if I'm wrong when you see me. That's Richarlison, that's how I pronounce it. 13 million work permit. We all know about this. Well, 20 years old. Sorry, excuse me. I'm watching England. It's 0-0. England, not Holland, by the way. I think 20 years old. I've seen some of the clips of him, and he looks very, very good. 13 million. You'd obviously think, well, for 13 million, he should be bloody good if we're paying that out. But look at success, and he's been injured most of the season. But we know how good a player he is. It'd be good. 20 years old, 5-year contract. If it all goes well, work permitting, Panorama. You know, we've all heard about that problems for a good couple of years. If we could have got him as well, got that all sorted out, and got this guy as well, I mean, what an attacking force would be. I mean, we got pretty decent attacking options now. I mean, with all the players coming back, especially Pereira looking fit and ready to go, and Zarate when he eventually makes it, when he comes back, that'll be absolutely brilliant. So, like Moob said on Sunday, attacking wise, no problem. We're looking at this. Was it Valencia centre back, 27 years old. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to bother. But we all know what he's about. I think that would be a decent signing. 27. It's not 30, it's not 31. I'm always one of these guys that sort of look at this thing and think, well, we're buying younger players to complement the experience that we've got. It only helps. And like we said, we've had Cabaselli here as well, so it's a good. We're trying to get a good mixture, and we've said this before, but no, it's looking good. And like I say, Saturday, I can't wait. This should be really good. We got, you know, we all had our reservations about the Aston Villa game, the 0-0. Look, parts of it looking dab and dreary, but there was periods where it did look good. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. The main thing is we honour Graham Taylor. That is the main thing. We honour Graham Taylor. Remember all the great stuff he did for us. Basically, along with Side Elton John, there wouldn't be a club without those guys. And you know, Elton John's concert, he helped us buy back the Vic. Everything mainly what Taylor did under, especially his first stint. Second stint, well, didn't spend any money, got us promoted twice in a row. So, you know, whatever he touched turned to gold. So I just can't wait for Saturday. Honour Taylor. I think we all got our own Taylor stories. Met him or not, we've all got our own stories. So I'm really looking forward to that. It should be a good laugh, and just good laugh, good fun. You know, remember him celebrating his life and celebrating the fact that, you know, he was Mr. Watford. He might have managed the other teams, you know, Lincoln, Villa, and Wolves, but he was one of the Mr. Watfords. Well, pretty much only two, to be honest, Elton and Taylor, as far as I'm concerned. Barami doesn't get given a squad number, no, because he's on his way. I mean, to be honest, it's a shame because I was one of his biggest critics, but you know, he's one of those who got his foot in. He wasn't spectacular, but he got his foot in, and I'll be sad to see him go. But look at the competition for places now. It just shows that, you know, even Capue's, not Capu, I'll say Capue, but Capu's position's under threat with a young up-and-coming talent coming through, and Decore, the emergence of Decore as well. You know, if he carries on his progression, then we've got one hell of a centre midfield. There with Cleverley as well. You mix Cleverley into the mix. You know, midfield-wise, we've got no problem. Striker, need another striker. We've touched upon this already. Another striker. Like we said, it's probably got complete rubbish, but if Andre Gray comes, that'd be a really good signing. Another centre-back, probably a younger centre-back. This Valencia lad looks good. He's got La Liga experience. He's played enough La Liga games. Like I say, 27 years old, approaching his prime. So, you know, watch this space. Gibbs, there's loads of other left-back options. We've got Mason already. So we could have Hobbs as the main one. And Mason, if we're not going to play him, send him out on loan. Send him like League One or something. You know, that would be perfect. Right, Daily Mail, or Daily Fail as I call it, but I know a lot of people share the same view, reckons that Chalobah could be in line for a England call-up this season, barring, you know, not saying he wouldn't play badly, by good performances, bad performances. Well, you know, I wouldn't complain, would you? I mean, Deeney should have got at least a call-up in one of the friendlies when he was around, how would you say? I would probably say around just after United time. It's a shame he should have got a call up. Chalobah, yeah, that'll be a good call up. I think, you know, how long would you reckon before Southgate? Southgate's a big admirer, but I think he'll take a few months before he gets called up. But I would not be evening Colin. I would not be complaining that much if he got called up, and it would justify, because I think he's a good player. I think he's obviously moved for first team football, and he's come to the right place, because look at the past, like especially Ben Foster when he came out on loan. I know Shalabar's not on loan, but players like Ben Foster come here cleverly in the past. Of all, Lansbury, I know Lansbury hasn't reached the peak that he should have done, but all these players, the clubs trust us to nurture these players, and the players can see this as well in the past, that these young lads have come here and made a name for themselves. Look at Foster, what Foster did. He went straight back to United. Okay, eventually it didn't turn out quite the way he should have done, but he became an England player under us. So if it happened to Foster, it can happen to Chalobah. So I'm confident. I reckon I only give it a couple of months. If he starts playing well, like I said, Southgate's a big admirer. Under 21s, I think he's got a good chance of making it. Berghaus, right? What's all your opinion on Berghaus? Because I wasn't surprised he left, but just the manner of how he left. I think the comments, were they taken out of context, or was that actually quote unquote what he actually said about the mentality of the club, the winning mentality? Well, it wasn't really the mentality of the club last season. I think it's the management. It instilled alongside injuries, but I think didn't really instill much of a winning mentality after that. So, he didn't really see that. So because he was at final. So if he's looking at the side of the winning mentality, I probably think he was looking at the final situation rather than ours, because I don't think he can really judge the winning mentality on what he's seen from us in the last few years, because he's barely been here. But I said last week, I said on Sunday, I'm actually gutted he's left, because he's a good player. If Berghaus should have been kept, yes and no. Look, I agree. Wasted money and wasted. Yeah, he is a talented player. Like we said when we touched on a couple of seasons ago when he came on against Villa and he set those 2 chances up for Deeney late on, and we won the game at the skin of our teeth. I don't know how we won it, but we won it. And he is a good wide player. It's a traditional wide player. If you play him on the right, he cuts in, puts in decent crosses. He gets to the bar line. We've been missing that. If we can get players that can get to the bar line, I think Zarate can do it. Pereira can do it. We've seen that, especially the Zuniga goal against United. I know it's not consistent, it's not happening all the time, but you can see intent with Pereira doing that, getting to the bar line, not even putting a high cross in, putting low fast balls in there. That's what we've been missing. We need constant. We need to shake it up. We don't need to always put bar line balls in there, but at least have a player or players that could do that. It mixes it up. It's interesting. Getting in Lacey, yeah, frustrating. We always go on about getting Lacey, yeah. Dion Pereira is another midfielder. Signed a new contract recently. I'm delighted he signed, because I know there was interest outside of the pacey wingers. They're not playing them yet. We've had it, Colin. We've had it since we came into the Prem. We looked like we were going to play pacey wingers last season, but we just didn't have them, or they got injured. Zarate got injured after a few games. Pereira looked promising. We played him in the centre as a 3 occasionally. I messed up first goal added to it. Yeah. I know, mate. I know what you mean. But it's looking good. I'm positive. I've said 2-1 first game of the season. Okay, we've just seen them. This is before we saw them spank Bayern Munich. Okay, it's pre-season friendly. You can look at it. It's pre-season friendly. It doesn't really matter. But then you can look at the others and think, oh God, Liverpool are on form. If they hit the ground running, we're in for a hard afternoon. But I still think we'll win 2-1. It's gonna be tough. But I think we can get a good win at the start of the season. We haven't got a really, really hard start. It's difficult, but we can go against anyone, especially at home, and fancy ourselves to win. We're in our 3rd season now. We know this. We're in our 3rd season now. We should be looking at going to these places and at least trying to get a draw. We've seen it in previous seasons. buy and let them win. Yeah. That would be unbelievable. I've even seen the match, and I don't like Liverpool, and the twattery moves is rife with a lot of Liverpool fans. But they were good, but let's see what happens in a week Saturday. Remember, was it 12:30 kickoff? I'm not. We've said ages ago. I'm not going to be there. If we can do a live podcast at Bloodstock, we will do right in front of the stage, and we'll do a live on me and Dino. We'll see if we can get Wi-Fi. Even in a field, they do free Wi-Fi, but I doubt we will get enough to do that. We will try and do a podcast and just upload it when we're in the hotel if we have to. Well, I think taking back, yes, 12:00, 12:30 kickoff. We're going to try and get in a pub to see that before we go down and see the bands, because none of the bands we want to see on a Saturday are. All right, Dave. Thank you again, Dave, for all the posts. Kept us updated. Bayern have been spanked all pre-season except for versus Chelsea. Yeah. So you can look at it that side as well. Like I say, you can say, oh my God, Liverpool are on form, but like you said, they've been spanked, so you can't really judge it 110%. With 50-50, I've argued with some of the Liverpool friends that don't take it for granted. There's over a week to go before the start of the season, and let's see if you can turn up start of the season. We're at Vicarage Road. We've beaten teams. Okay, we've been beaten by lesser teams, but we've beaten better teams. We've beaten better teams on our day as well. We only lost 1-0 last time, and that was by a good overhead kick by them, but poor defending by Amrabat. But when does Amrabat ever defend? I know Prodil was looking at him on that goal, that Emre Can goal, but come on, organisation. Let's see if we get better organisation this year. Come on, guys, keep you talking or not. Keep you talking. Stop me going home all the time. We'll look back Sunday. I'm going to look back on a certain season. Give me suggestions. I've got one already made up. I'm looking at 97-98. I've got the shirt on today. Well, we'll look at it. What shall we look at today? 99-2000. Whilst you guys are thinking about putting topics through, 99-2000. Where can I start? We knew when we went up. Let's have a look. Amrabat doesn't defend or attack. Well, he more than attacks than defend, but I can see your point, Alan. Yeah. Actually, I don't think Amrabat will start. No, I don't think he will. He's a good backup. Like I said to you, Moobs, the only time I think he looks like he's going to threaten when we've got backup, say he plays as a 4-4-2 or some sort of thing. When he plays as a 3 and when he knows he's got Yamat behind him or some sort of cover, he knows he's not having a drop deep. Problem is, against Liverpool, he dropped too deep and he was pushed deep. They knew what he was going to do. They knew he was going to bomb forward, so he knew in the back of his mind, if I push forward here, I'm going to get caught and we're going to leave a massive gap on the right hand side or on their left. So when he's got cover, if you've got decent cover, then we may see a better Amrabat, but jury's still out now. I was defending him before the African Nations. I couldn't defend him after, and I completely agree with anyone who was saying that he's not attacking that well. He's good backup though. Pereira will take his position, I think, personally. Right, 99-2000. Lot of the players didn't start the first game against Wimbledon. I remember being behind Taylor just before a briefing for the stewarding. I said this Sunday, stewarding, when he had a Stephen Brooker shirt on and he was getting interviewed by, who was it? BBC, I think it was. And I was high optimism that, at least we could beat Wimbledon. At least we can have a decent go against Wimbledon. Okay, we had a few of the new signings. Well, a few of the new signings. We didn't sign many, but Taylor's philosophy was right, that we couldn't bankroll the club through that period, because if we try to do a derby, okay, Derby survived, and looking at doing that, Carlson, do you think we will get word permit? Looking at the Panoranda, I mean, shoot me down in flames if I've just pronounced that shite again, but I think looking at that, I reckon we will, because someone was telling me, I don't think so. Yeah, okay, I see your point. I think we will. I don't know why. Someone said something on one. It's either this forum or the Cursing Hornet. Shout out to the Cursing Hornet. Great lads, fantastic you guys as well. I think someone said something about. I don't know how they do it, because I said, well, how does that work? Because Penaranda plays international football. Richarlison doesn't play a lot of international football. Or is it? I always got told it was 80% for your country. Tell me if that's right or wrong. I thought it's 80% for your country before you can get a work permit. Or is it club now? You have to play a certain number of games for your club over the season, then you get the work permit the following season. I've been told like 3 or 4 different things. I do think, answer the question, I think he will get it. And there was a reason behind it, and I've totally forgotten the reason, which is great because I should be putting it on there. But I think he will get it. But that will baffle me with the other work permit issue, which we should have got it after 2 years. We should have got it. Watford tattoo. We should have got it with Penaranda. You know, you tell me, 13 million, 20 years old, you know, he will play. I reckon he'll play games for us. I mean, if you don't spend 30 million, I do feel the fees over was under 10. Yeah, we're only 7 million, Dave. I think it was 7 million. 7-8 million start off, and then bonuses. But he looks, apart from the final, he looks a bit average final. Depends on relevant country. Yes, yeah, I think that's what I read, and I think that was the reason. I think there's some sort of thing country-wise, but South American, so yeah, okay, yeah, both of it. It's just a shame like I said at the start, it's just a shame we can't get both. To be honest, that would be brilliant. You know, like touching on 99-2000. I heard something about who's the bloody French forward that we had, because even I don't remember him now because he only was there for 3 months. Apparently he stayed. He signed from Paris Saint-Germain, didn't he, on a free? And apparently he stayed, and then realised we were going to go with the sponsor him. Yeah, good point actually, Cyril. Yeah. Shout out to you, mate. Hope you're doing well, fella. I know saw a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I hope you're doing well, mate. And I'll be great to meet up with you, mate. Have a pint and stuff. The fee has nothing to do with it. The decision will be made. Yeah, no. Agreed. The fee's nothing to do with it. What I'm saying is, 13 million. You just hope we can get him. He's a good player. So Gravelade, that is him. Well done, Alan. Yep. This is the thing. Shame on me. I should know these things. You know, he actually turned up, thought that he's signing for a big club, and then okay, we're still class ourselves as Little Watford, but in those days we were Little Watford. We were pretty much, most of our squad was League One, and he signed for us thinking, I signed for Premier League. It's it's all honey and pancakes and all this lot, and we got I'm coming home, mate. Yeah, good. Back to where you belong, mate, with the Hornets, mate. Have a safe journey here, mate, and we'll see you soon. Yes, shame on you. Yes, moves. That is shame on you. Look, that is for me because I've just done that. But anyway, touching on that, he reckons he was all candy and honey, and he was going to get paid loads and loads of money, signed for a big club in England. Then he realised to sign for Watford, who are struggling at the foot of the table, and then he cleared off soon after. So commitment, you've got to give Xavier Gravelane commitment. He certainly had commitment issues. So Heider Helgson, at least he bloody stayed with us anyway. But Xavier Gravelane, yeah, God forbid, flashes of brilliance, and that was it for about one game. When it against Southampton, wasn't it? I think even Ngongi scored against them, which I've got him on my Facebook group. He's not added on this group yet, but I've been trying to add him. So I know Jono said he'll be watching today. I don't think he's watching yet, but hello Jono, if you're watching, mate. I think you're on holiday. I think I saw you on your Facebook. I ain't been stalking him. He posted something up and he said I'm on holiday. So I don't know if he'd be there for the Taylor game. Shame, because I want me shirt signed. So points to the player does back. Yeah, someone told me about that Elgson that year. We got Elgson that. Yeah, if we did 1.1, 1.4. We got Elgson for, and he scored against Liverpool in his debut as well, didn't he? But it's not the FA's decision. No, it's not the FA's decision. It's the Home Office. I think, was it Alan? You said that it's a Home Office decision. But Super Tommy Mooney that season, yeah, even more Super Tommy Mooney the season before, because he actually scored the goals that got us promoted, didn't he? Well, on that amazing run. Especially, I remember that goal against Port Vale because I tried to go to that game and my old man said, we ain't going to win that one. I said, ha, ha, ha. We actually won. What was the score against Port Vale? Because I know Mooney scored. Wasn't it 1-0? Because I remember going to the final game against Grimsby and I couldn't believe it because we were only having about 10,000 all season and suddenly we get a full house, which was great. But, you know, you sort of think, wonder if we had to sell out all through the season. You know, that would have been fantastic. Yes, 100% the Home Office, yeah. Yeah, well, we'll just wait and see. I got told 48 hours, and that was 2 days ago. So, you know, it's a bit like the flu, which I had. You usually give me 48 hours, and then it's better. And hopefully, it's the same thing. We sort of 48 hours, and we would have heard he signed, but he hasn't signed yet. So, let's see what happens. That's not FA GUI, the Home Office is always certainly Grant thing. Yeah, I mean, we should have been told a bit more news by now. 1.5 million that season. I thought it was 1.1, but 1.5. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, right. Where you all sitting during the Taylor game? Taylor Matchday game. No, Upper House. Yeah, Helgerson. Yep. I'm going to be at the club shop anyway, so I'll see you guys at the club shop. I know Moobs is going to meet us in the GT stand. Right. Anyone heard any news about the Taylor statue? Because it's gone a bit quiet. I know we're definitely getting one. Does anyone know? Because it'd been fantastic if it was there on Saturday. And where do you reckon it will be? Because I mean, would you have it behind in the actual Taylor stand entrance or by the club shop? I personally say club shop. Because that'd be perfect. You could have one with Elton John beside it, or Elton John either side of the club shop. What do you think, guys? So, you know, right? Any other rumours you think you guys have heard, seen? Because, you know, Ricarlson, part of the Ricarlson one. That's the only cemented one. Looked like. I reckon it's more. I'm sure 48 hours. I thought it was today, but tomorrow it's a bit more solid. It'd be nice if we get him tomorrow and then we can parade him on Saturday. You know, just before the ex-players come out. Right, who is your top 3 players from the 2 eras? But you got to combine at least one from both eras. So you can have 2 from the 80s and 1 from the 90s one, or 2 from the 90s, 1. It's up to you. It'll be outside the club. Yeah, that's what I think. That's the only other place you go. Yeah, I think that's their plan. Yeah, I thought it was probably going to be there because putting it behind the Taylor stand's not going to really be that prominent. If you have it outside the club shop, everyone passes it. And to be fair, look at. I mean, I'm like shouting on Everton again. Look at Everton with Dixie Dean's statue. As soon as you turn up there, you see the Dixie Dean statue. The Taylor one would be fantastic. Employing on a daily basis. Yeah, no, true. Right. I'm going to shoot off now, guys. We'll start on Saturday at 8 p.m. I've got Moobs with me at 8 p.m. Put your questions down. We're going to be live on Sunday. I'm not going to be here following week on Thursday and Sunday. I'm going to be at a festival. We'll try and do a podcast and just upload it on YouTube. I'll send the link, or I'll just post it on TaylorMade Army. Post your questions for Sunday. We'll obviously go through the game and we'll look forward to the Liverpool game. We'll cover everything we can on Sunday to make up for Thursday and the following Sunday. And take care, guys. All the best.